Hey everyone, welcome to another walkthrough video of Excel Wonders. We're going to look at a template called Income Statement Template Pro. This is the advanced version of the free income statement template that you can find on excelwonders.com. When you open the file, this is what you should see first and foremost. It's actually the income statement. Now here, before you start populating it with values, I recommend you do a couple of things. So first, let's make sure that the structure of the income statement matches exactly what you are looking for. Because right now, it does come loaded with a few categories and items below each category, but maybe you have specific items in your business that you want to add. So if you go in settings, this second setting here allows you to enable or not edit mode. Let's put for now yes. And let's go back to income statement. Now you see these buttons showing up here, and what they essentially allow you to do is to add new categories, new items. It allows you also to reorder the category and items within your income statement and delete any line items or categories that you don't want. So for example, imagine I want to add a category below operational revenue. I first of all need to go click up in operational revenue, and then I click new category. And here it is. There's a new category right below. I can add new items to it too. So if I click here, I'm adding new items, and then I can put whatever I want here. I'm just putting some fake stuff here. And here it is. I can reorder this category, so I can move it up, I can move it down. I can also reorder within the category itself. I can reorder the items inside. And then I can delete. So right now, for example, I'm going to click on this category and I'm going to delete. So you always need to first select what you want to delete, and then you click on this button here at the end to delete. Once you have created the right structure for you and for your business for this income statement, then I recommend you go back to settings and you disable edit mode. And here it is. And now those buttons are gone. So now let's look at a few things here now on the column. So first of all, you see that it starts in 2023. And if you scroll a little bit to the right, you see that it goes to 2024 and then 2025. So you may be wondering, how do I set the starting number and the number of years? Well, it's here. Here you can set the right starting number. So for example, imagine you want to start from 2024 and you want to see a total of 5 years. So you have a maximum of 5 years, a minimum of 1 year. What you can also do is you can select the view that you want to insert value. So for example, right now it's set as quarterly. So if you go to the income statement, you can start adding values to each of the quarters, right? But imagine that you want to add them on a monthly level. So if you go to settings, you can select monthly. And now if I go back to income statement, now it shows all the months, and I can actually choose the year that I want to see in this dropdown. If I go back to settings, the other thing that I want to show you is if you have monthly views selected, you can choose whether you want to display the quarterly or annual views as well. Right now, if I go to income statement, I see all the months here, and at the end, I see the consolidation of the quarter. So for example, if I put here 22, it shows me that the sum of all the items in this, of all the months in this line that correspond to Q4, which is October, November, December, is 22. If I add something here, it just sums it up as well. Now, if I go back to settings, I can change here because right now it says only quarterly view. But if I want both quarterly and annual, I select here, and then I go back, and now I see the months, I see the quarters, and I also see an annual consolidation, which is a total for that year for each specific line. Now let's go back to settings, and now let me put it back now here, let's say to quarterly view. In quarterly view, I can also select whether I want to display the annual view or not. So right now I'm going to click on no, and I'm going to go back to income statement. So as it is, I only see the quarters of every year, but I don't see the sum for every year. So if I go back to settings and I put here, yes, I want to see the annual view, I go back to income statement, and now every year has the evolution. And here it is. Also, not for the first year of every view, but for the subsequent years, you also see the change in percentage. So that is very important too. And the final thing I want to show you is you can export this. So right now, this has you have limited ability to customize these from a colors perspective or anything. But once you have added all the values you want, you can click on export. You give it a few seconds. It takes a few seconds for the window to open. And now you can select the file name, the file format, and where you want it to be saved, and click export. Once you do it, you'll find the file there. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this file.